every jack of water tonight.
You're a badass.
You ready for some dirty deeds? Between you and me, I might get a little indecent tonight. Sucking mother. Some dirty deeds, Arizona. You ready for some dirty deeds, Dundee? Yeah. It's good to be here in Arizona. Arizona. Arizona has a very dear place in my heart. That's because the first chick I ever looked like Randy Johnson. I'm a bit of a drinker. I love you too, baby. Honey, if you get really drunk tonight and decide to fuck me, you're not gonna charge me $500. Because I'll hit the ATM right the now. Tell you what, man, a lot has happened since I've been here last. I haven't been here in over a year. A lot of fucked up shit has happened. The world has gone all crazy since I've been in Arizona last. And I'm not talking about the war. That's crazy shit and it's fucked up. But gay people have taken over television. Have you noticed that? It's like a TV gay revolution or some shit. And it's cool to be gay nowadays. If you're not gay nowadays, you're a f***mo. You guys into all that shit like Queer Eye for the Straight Guy and all that? You guys see me on Queer Eye for the Straight Guy? I tell you what, man, that's the last time I mixed liquor and homosexuals. That's a f***up combo. It's hard being around 5 gay guys all day because, you know, you always feel like you got to adjust the conversation so they can relate to it, you know? You're with 5 gay guys and you go, yeah, so the other day I was playing football. I mean sucking dick. I'm not into those shows, and my girlfriend says it's because I'm homophobic. Now, look, maybe I am homophobic. I don't hate any group of people, but what is homophobia? Phobia, it's a fear of something. It means you're afraid. Now, if you say to me, Art, are you afraid of getting in the ass? I don't want to offend anybody, but I'd have to say yes. It might be my single biggest fear. Getting in the ass. I'm also afraid of heights. But I'd have to put getting in the ass right up there with heights. They both have different things that scare the shit out of me. Like with heights, you're up high, you're looking down, you might fall. And with getting in the ass, you got a cock in your asshole? You know what would suck? I don't know about you, but this would be a shitty afternoon for me. Is if someone took me to the top of the Empire State Building would suck for me. Being gay, straight, I just wish I was good looking, man. I wish I was in that good looking club, you cocksuckers. Where are you? Arizona's got a bunch of good, you all good looking, you pieces of shit. Everybody here's tan and hot, and no one's got that yellow tinge that I have. Good looking people, good looking chicks in particular rule the world. Yeah, you do, you. You want to see a weapon of mass destruction, look between a broad's legs. That's a weapon. And I got a feeling Bush never found one of those either. But I tell you what, good-looking chicks now, on top of everything else, they want our sympathy. They all go on talk shows now and they say, hey, feel sorry for me. I mean, I know I'm beautiful, but my uncle me. I got molested as a kid. You have lunch with a drop-dead gorgeous chick and she goes, I know I'm gorgeous, but hey, my uncle me. Take a look at me, honey. God me. I got by a guy a little more powerful than your loser uncle. Now blow me. And if you need air, yell uncle. I'm trying to get good looking. Someone said, oh, you want to get good looking, you got to lose weight. And they said, you want to lose weight, go swimming. It's hot here, go swimming, man. I've never been swimming before in my life. And that's because it's never been more than a half an hour since I last ate. I used to be a lot thinner in the 80s, but that's back when I was exercising. Yeah, you guys do coke here? You fucking do a lot of blow, right? Oh, admit it. Come on, you do coke? Get her! Here's a piece of advice. Only do coke if you're good looking. It sucks doing cocaine when you're ugly. Because every time you do a line, you gotta see your face in the mirror. You know, you're like, holy shit! There's the whole reason I'm getting high in the first place. My ugly, fat, face. I drink a lot too, man. I got a lot of vices. I drink a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. People say to me, Art, what's a wild night of drinking? You look like you've had a few, and I have. A wild night of drinking to me is when you drink so much that eventually you pass out, and when you wake up, you're naked in a police car with 2 cops. But the weird part is, you're driving. That would be a wild night of drinking. Not for you guys, that's like a Tuesday night for you fuck. What? Oh, wow, who gives a fuck? Hey, all you guys paying $9 for a bottle of Bud, it's Tracy Bradley's thing. See what? See good-looking chicks, it's all about them. Sit down, honey. You little bitch. No, I'm very happy. We can talk about it after the set. I mean, I gotta work now. I got a lot of vices. I smoke too much. Man, you can't smoke anywhere anymore, man. You can't smoke in a comedy club. This is not a health club, it's a comedy club. I can have a cigarette. Put a treadmill on stage, I'll do a couple of gay miles for you. I'll tell you what though, man, I smoke too much. I smoke too many cigarettes. I read in a magazine article, every cigarette you smoke takes 7 minutes off your life. And before the show tonight, I did some math, and I'll be dead at 12:30. I smoke Marlboros. You know why? Because you get prizes for smoking. The side of each pack has 5 miles on it. You send it enough miles, you get a prize. It's like getting rewarded for doing something that'll kill you. And if you send in 2,000 miles, which means you smoked 400 packages of cigarettes, do you know what they send you? This is no bullshit. A kayak. A Marlboro kayak. Now, is it me or is a kayak not the most thoughtful gift for a heavy smoker? I got an iron lung. What am I gonna do? Go whitewater rafting? Why don't you send me something I can use, like a Marlboro cup for my black phlegm? How's that sound? Somebody moaned. If you're offended by that, you better leave now. You're offended by black phlegm. There's the door. Pieces of shit.
You little bitch.
Excuse me while I drink Jack Daniels through a straw. I don't have too many issues, do I? Got a lot of issues, though, I'm trying to get rid of. Over the years, I've also developed an enormous gambling problem. You're not in show business for a decade and dressed like this without a bad gambling problem. I was making 35 grand a week on a sitcom. I'm wearing the same jacket I wore at a Rush concert in 1981. And the reason I got no money from gambling is because I like to bet on the New York football cocksucking fucker me in the ass Giants. The Giants haven't covered a game since the Reagan administration. The Giants used to be a lot more frustrating to bet on because they had this old guy who was like a drunk and he had Alzheimer's disease and he announced the games on the radio and he always made mistakes. So if you had a bet on the game, you didn't know what the fuck was going on. This guy Jim Gordon would say shit like this on the radio. You'd have a bet and he'd go like this, he'd go, Sims drops back looking for a receiver. He's going way deep, long, way down for Baker, baby. Touchdown Giants. No, he dropped it. Meggett takes the ball at his own 32. He breaks a tackle. He's across midfield, 45-40, 35-30. He's got one man to beat the kicker. He's by the kicker. He'll score! No, he stepped out of 5. One time, this was years ago, I had $500 to my name. So I put $1,000 on a Giant game. You want to spruce up a boring Sunday, Arizona, I'll tell you what. Put double your net worth on a football game, and then get drunk watching it, beats the living shit out of any New Year's Eve you'll ever have. So I got all this money on the game, and here's what this cocksucker says on the radio. Giants have the ball, 4th and goal from the 1. Tillman the lone setback. Handoff, Tillman. Maybe. He's in. Wait, no, I can't see it. Now a word from Toyota. Piece of shit. But at least he was an old-time politically incorrect announcer. The announcers nowadays are all pussies. They don't want to make mistakes or offend anybody. Do you guys remember a guy named Harry Carey? You know him? Harry Carey announced the Chicago Cubs on the radio for years. And Harry Carey was basically a Klan member with a drinking problem that they put in front of a microphone for 50 years. One time I was in Chicago and I had a rental car. This is a true story. Here's what I heard Harry Carey say about an opposing pitcher. He goes like this, he goes, "Hey Steve, if this guy wins 20 games, I'm a Chinaman." You gotta give it up for anyone who says Chinaman after 1930. lose it and tell a racist joke in the middle of a pitch like,
Hey, Steve, here's the good one. Two colored guys walk into a bar. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Sosa.
can't be offensive anymore, man. I almost got fired for being offensive, but again, it's just me and you guys. We're in a strip mall in Arizona. Let's get a little offensive. Even the kid shows are politically correct nowadays. You know, on Sesame Street a few years ago, they tried to add a character that has AIDS? A puppet with AIDS? In South Africa, AIDS is running so rampant, they added a character on South African Sesame Street with AIDS. In America, we said no, and they were like, why? And we said, well, maybe because we don't want to depress the living shit out of 4-year-old kids. Couldn't they have a little time to figure out that life doesn't completely blow? A character on Sesame Street with AIDS, Snuffleupagus shows up, he weighs only 60 pounds. He's got legions all over his body. That's fun for your 4-year-old to watch. Big Bird's like, what's the matter, Snuff? I have AIDS, Bird. Shared a needle with Mr. Hooper, Bird. Took it in the ass one too many times, Bird. Now here's Grover with today's letters, H, I, and V. Oh, yeah, that's gonna get worse. Even the cartoons, guys. If you got a 10-year-old son, rent the old Bugs Bunnies, because if you don't, he's gonna be a pussy, man. Cartoons used to be about men's men, offensive men, racist, homophobic, John Wayne type. You remember Foghorn Leghorn? Remember that guy? Foghorn Leghorn could have been the head of the clan with that accent. I say, what's the matter, boy? And remember that episode of Foghorn Leghorn where he has to take care of that little nerdy hen kid? And the only reason he does it is because he wants to fuck the kid's mother. He wants to fuck the hen. Foghorn's not doing any babysitting unless I'll say there's hen pussy involved. Now, I remember as a kid, I didn't get it. It went right over my head, but as I got older, I got the joke. I remember I was 28 years old. I was sitting in driving school. And I yelled out, he wanted to f the hen! But that's a great episode. You gotta rent that where it's unedited or some shit, because Foghorn's trying to get the kid to play baseball, but the kid's a nerd, so he just wants to do math equations. So Foghorn's like this homophobic babysitter. He's like, it's a baseball, son. Haven't you ever seen a baseball before? The kid goes, no. He goes, haven't you ever played baseball before? And the kid goes, no. And Foghorn looks right at the camera and says, I'll say there's something yahoo about a boy who's never played baseball before. He's calling the kid a You're not gonna see that on SpongeBob Queer Pants. The message in that cartoon is simple. If you're a 10-year-old boy and you'd rather do math than play baseball, you're a homo. And guess what, Arizona? I agree with that. Salud. Salud. Mother, man. It's a fucked up world we live in. Rock stars are all kids and shit. And well, Michael Jackson, we knew he's a freak. Michael Jackson got some award like 2 weeks ago in Europe, and he had a bunch of kids sitting around him, and it kind of looked like Hugh Hefner and all his girlfriends. But did it have to be a cool guy? Like, remember Pete Townsend got busted for that shit? Did it have to be a cool band like The Who? I love The Who, man. After that happened, it felt like every time I was at a red light listening to The Who, I felt like I had to roll down the window and go, hey, I don't kids. I just like the way he plays the guitar. And not to defend Pete Townsend, you know, I don't know if he's guilty or not, but what him over? The computer. Watch out for the computers, man. They are pushy. You type in something sexual to a computer and something pops up that you want nothing to do with, man. You type in like playboy.com in your computer and something pops up that says, hey, you want to shit in a Girl Scout's mouth? Click here. We jumped a few levels, didn't we, partner? I just want to see Carmen Electra's tits. But don't we all? I am the Lord of the Anal Rings, though. I'll tell you that. Anybody want to know what Carmen Electra's tits feel like? Ask this fat right there. God, she was nauseous during that. So I'm back doing stand-up because my movie career was like a bad rape. You guys see anybody see Dirty Work? Anybody do that? Every time someone tells me they saw Dirty Work, I feel like I owe them $10. You guys saw it? You bought the CD? I'm a good guy. If you see Ben Affleck, you're not gonna get your money back for Gigli. But Dirty Work was a tough movie to be in because it was like the worst reviewed movie of all time. My hometown paper, the Star Ledger, this really happened. Here's what the guy wrote about my performance in Dirty Work. He goes, Artie Lange has all the charm of a date rapist. He really wrote that, and I was, sad about that, like, and the great Norm Macdonald, you guys know Norm Macdonald, he saw I was sad about the date rapist charm thing, and this conversation actually happened. Here's how Norm tried to cheer me up. He went, hey, man, that's great. A date rapist has to have way more charm than a regular. One of the voices I love to do is Mike Tyson. Here's the thing about Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson tattooed his face. You know what that means? That means your life is almost over. You tattoo your face, life is almost over. Mike Tyson's life is like a fantastic movie, and it's gonna end so great. I can't to see how that ends. He tattooed his face. We're gonna start to hear about Mike Tyson just raping and killing inanimate objects for no reason. He's just gonna lose it. You're gonna hear him like defending himself go, the other day I bought a tuxedo. And the tuxedo was looking at me wrong, and I said, you tuxedo, and then I raped it and I killed it. I raped my tuxedo. The other day I was in the bathroom and my toothbrush was mocking me. He said, you, Mike Tyson, I'm smarter than you. And I said, toothbrush? There's no toothbrush smarter than Mike Tyson. So I picked it up and I raped it and I fucked it and I killed it. It's a weird world we're living in. You know what's up in this world? I'll tell you what. It's the racism. Racism's up. We're all against racism in this room, right? What, I walk into a Klan meeting over there? say we're all paranoid about racism nowadays. We gotta calm down. You know what I could tell? Over the holidays, Oprah Winfrey dedicated an hour to this subject. Whether or not Santa Claus should be black or white. Now, how up do race relations have to be in this country if we're arguing over the color of a fictitious character? He doesn't exist. Who gives a shit? I'll tell you what, I'll speak for the white race on this one. We'll give you that one. Let's stop the carnage, stop the bloodshed. Santa Claus is black. I'm cool with that. It gives the phrase ho, ho, ho a whole new meaning, but hey. And I really think you're gonna have a hard time convincing some of these dumbass rednecks in the South that a black guy's gonna break into their house late at night and actually leave them shit. That'd be one dead Santa Claus. Look, honey, it's Saint Nick. No, it's a Nick. Oh. White guy said, no. Listen, white guys, we are still not allowed to say that word. Not in public, man. I don't give a shit how many hit records that Eminem prick has. We can't say the N-word in public, and I found out the hard way. I'm playing street basketball. 9 black guys and me. The whole game, here's what they're saying to each other. I'm open, shit, throw the ball, nigga, pick and roll, nigga, shit, on the line, nigga, hit my arm, nigga, it's a foul, nigga, shit, nigga, I'm open, shit, with the bounce pass, nigga, shit, I'm open, nigga, shit, nigga, with the I'm open, nigga, shit, nigga, goddamn, with the shit, nigga, I'm open, nigga, shit, nigga, goddamn, shit, nigga, I'm open, nigga, shit, nigga, with the And I forgot myself, and I wasn't getting the ball, and I was open. So, you know, in a moment of silliness, I said, I'm open, nigga. Nigger? I probably shouldn't have said it twice. I think the first time they might have thought they were hearing things, but the second pretty much confirmed it. And it wasn't the cool way to say it, the way Nelly says it with an A at the end, like, ah. It was that real goofy white guy way, where the ER's real pronounced, like, I'm open. In case you didn't hear me, fellas, I said, nigger. And as I was saying it, it was so up, it felt like I was saying it in slow motion, like that professor on Bugs Bunny who's on ether, you know? It felt like I was going. I'm open. Yeah. Because that is the worst, most offensive racial slur of all time. You say the N-word, man, and everything stops. And there's other groups that try to pretend like the words that are offensive to them are just as bad. Bullshit, man. You know we're a bunch of pussies midgets. You see a midget on television, they'll try to sell you this shit. They'll go, calling a little person a midget is the same thing as calling a black person a nigger. Bullshit. Go out one day and try both things. There's a huge difference. One will get you smacked in the shin. And the other one will get your ass kicked. So the lesson here, people, is never ever call a black person a nigger. Unless they're a midget. Any wiggers here? Wiggers? White people who act black, you're here, you're everywhere, you douchebags. I hate wiggers. White people got no right to talk black. Black people went through a lot of shit to act that way. I would love to walk around all day going, what's up, dog? Shit, this is some up shit. But I don't have the right. So I'm for bringing back slavery, but not for black people. They went through it already. I'm for bringing back slavery for white people who act black. They want the black experience, let's give it to them. Justin Timberlake comes up to you and goes, what's up, dog? What's up? Seal my driveway for free, cocksucker. That's what's up, dog. The other thing that pisses me off about wiggers is they talk real subtle black so they could fool their teachers and parents, but I know what they're doing. They don't want to go all the way with the blackness so they could fool their white parents and teachers and shit. Like just, hey, what's up, man? The pants are fly. Shit, goddamn, on a DL, what the shit? On a DL, those pants are fly. What the fuck? Bullshit, man. You do something, you do it right. You talk black, you go all the way with it. If I was 16 years old and I was a wigger, I'd walk into high school like it was 1892. I'd be like, hello there, Mr. Teacher. Looky here. Holy mackerel. Might you be so kind as to tell me what the homework is? I've prepared a song for the classroom. Hambo, have you heard? Mama got hit by a mockingbird. You guys are all right, Arizona, all right. I'll tell you, you're a classy crowd, so I'm gonna do my classy material. I used to snort heroin, so I shit my pants a lot. If there's any kids out there, take it from me, heroin is great, but you just feel great on it. Don't listen to the bullshit you hear, it's awesome, but you might shit your pants and throw up and stuff. And if you shit your pants, do it at home. Don't do it in a car with your buddies, because that's embarrassing. Funny story about that. Years ago, I go out with my buddies. It's a Tuesday night. We get all heroined up. We're in my buddy's 76 Nova, 2 guys in the front, 3 in the back. I'm behind my buddy Anthony, who's driving, and I go, dude, pull over, I gotta shit. He goes, F you, I go, no, pull over, I really gotta shit. So he pulls over, I go into the woods to shit. And you know how when you're shitting in the woods, and you're on heroin, you know how when you pull your pants down, it creates like a bridge right here? A lot of you girls know this from getting f***ing cars. At a Diamondback tailgate party. What I did was, I was so f***ed up, I shit into my pants, pulled my pants up, and got back in the car. Which sort of defeated the whole purpose of going into the woods. I could have just done that myself and tried not to tell anybody. So a couple minutes later, my buddy Pat goes, "What the f*** stinks?" And he says, "Oh, Artie shit his pants." And I went, "No, I didn't." Then I felt the squish and I said, "I must have shit into my pants." Because it wasn't the first time I had done it. So they go, "Listen, dude, you gotta take your pants and underwear off and throw them on the side of the road." So they pull over, I throw my pants and underwear on the side of the road. I get back in the car, but the problem is I still had like a shitty ass. And God forbid I get the terry cloth Nova Blue Oyster Cult interior dirty. So I got my ass up because I'm trying to be polite, but the problem is I got shit like coming out of my ass and it's all shitty and stuff, and I know, it grosses me out too. And finally, my buddy Pat goes, "Dude, I can't take it anymore. You gotta walk home." So I get out of the car to walk home, but you know, on heroin, you're real belligerent. You know, "Fuck you. I'll walk home. What do I look like, a loser?" And at the time, I was naked from the waist down and on heroin with a shitty ass. I kind of looked like the poster boy for losers. Kind of like anyone who's ever played for the Phoenix Suns. Ooh, you're all good looking, so your basketball team sucks. Fuck off. So I'll tell you what. So I walk home, I go to open my door, but of course my wallet and keys are in the pants I left on the side of the road. So that night it was up, I slept on the lawn. The next day, I missed my SATs. But as I sobered up, I said to myself, how up is this situation? Somewhere on the side of the road, there's a pair of pants with a huge chunk of shit in them. And the only other thing in them is my ID. Cop finds a pair of pants and goes, some loser shit his pants. Here's his name, picture, and address. We didn't realize the caliber of loser we were dealing with. I tell you, I'm in bad shape. What I like to do, I don't go to the gym. What I like to do is I like to go to McDonald's and use that little play area as a gym. You go up and down the slide, it burns carbs. But I like to go during the day, because I'm a comic, I got time during the day. And I like to go with my buddies, get up and watch the kids' parties. And the other day I was at McDonald's, it was the afternoon, we were up, and there was a kids' party, and they had like Mayor McCheese and Hamburglar and shit. And I noticed that Mayor McCheese was being played by a woman. And that pissed me off. I'm a purist when it comes to McDonald's. So I know the manager, and I got up and I said, "Hey, Vinny, what the f-?" And he goes, "Artie, sit down." That's a politically correct message for the kids. A woman could be the mayor of Cheeseburger Town, just like a man. And I sat down, and the acid kicked in, and I said, holy he's right. I said, that's the perfect woman. Guys, think about it. It's a female model as Mayor McCheese. She's got a beautiful body, nice tits, a gorgeous ass, and her head is an enormous cheeseburger. So I'm sitting there tripping, looking at this hot chick with a cheeseburger head going, holy. And I said to myself, I'd love to be married to a chick with a cheeseburger head. She'd be great at parties like, hi, I'm Artie, this is my wife, all beef patty. She likes to do her hair up in a bun. I can eat her while I'm her. Come on, Arizona, I can eat her while I'm her. I'm drunk, yeah. I got a little Jack and water here, threw a straw, I'm gonna chug it for Arizona, you right? That really goes good with the Vicodin. Hey, anybody got another Jack and water? I'll tell you. What is that? No, not Jack and Coke. Coke's bad for your liver. Oh, straight Jack. Good, thanks, buddy. I almost lost my security blanket. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm drunk. Wait, let me put my boots on the piano. We got a piano here in case what? Harry Connick shows up to suck a cock and plays a piano? Fuck am I gonna do with a piano? I'm a drunk ex-longshoreman. I don't play the piano. It's just something I could trip over. I tell you what, I got all these yuppie friends, and all my yuppie friends, they all go to karate, and they take their little fat ass shithead kids to karate too. And they all try to get me to go to karate with their kids, like, Art, you don't get it, man. Karate's great. You learn self-defense, you get in shape. My one buddy goes, Art, anyone with a black belt could kick your ass. Then he tells me his 11-year-old daughter has a black belt. So I said, look, dude, pick a place and a time. We'll still be friends. Just to prove a point, I'm gonna beat the out of your daughter. Tell her to put her little robe, gi, belt, whatever the it is, and I'm gonna beat the shit out of her. Just to prove that if he really wanted to, a 250-pound alcoholic could abduct your little black belted of a daughter. I shouldn't have said but I was on angel dust at the time. Yeah, that shit makes you do crazy shit. Where are you going? Be a man, blow your friend here, don't go to the bathroom. Speaking of that, I'm drunk now, so I'm gonna speak, I don't care, I'm gonna end my career right now, you ready? We need more gay shit on TV. There's not enough gayness I'm getting every night. I need more gay shit inside me. You want to get gay, and I'm not talking about this Will and Grace shit. You want to get gay, let's get hardcore gay. All right? I'm talking about NBC, 8:30, After Friends. I'm talking about a show where guys each other up the ass with shovels. I'm talking about a show where guys each other up the ass with a 2x4 with nails coming out the side. So hard till blood and shit comes spurting out of the guy's ass, and there's blood and shit all over the other guy's beard, and the bloody gay shit goes down into his chest hair and starts dripping onto his stomach hair, and it's bloody shit from the gay guy in the ass so hard, and the bloody shit goes down and goes into his ball hair, and it drips from his ball hair into the mouth of another gay guy who's waiting like, this is must-see TV After Friends. Let's get gay. It's NBC. Must-see TV. I'm drinking gay shit cum. I want it in my bloody shit gay cum mouth. That show Will and Grace, that guy Will is gay, but he never f***ed a guy. Throw us a bone, Will. Fuck a guy. Fuck a guy. That red hair comes home and goes, what do you want to do tonight? Well, I'm gay, so I want to get bent over the dryer and get up my ass so hard with an Adirondack fungo bat that bloody shit spurts out of my ass and goes right into the fat episode of Frasier that's coming up next. Take that, FCC. Try bleeping that, pussies. Can I get a fuck the FCC? Fuck the FCC!
Nice, Artie, you fat bastard. We love you.
Artie, what's up, man? You're the shit.
What up, Artie? All right. Looks like I'm outnumbered up in this.
Let's try it.